night, about 9:50 p.m. I've just given Marguerite to her mother for the third time tonight, for the third time since we tried to put Marguerite down. Um, I may have to get up and go get her again. Weird day, weird day. Today was the first day. Um, Today was the first day that I, I don't know how to word this. I did a diamond order today. Diamond orders are due about 4 a.m. tonight. I did a diamond order today. Hey, Joe. And it's the first time it's really come across to me how absolutely messed up we are. First off, I didn't have a previews catalog, physical I've done the order form in the 12 years that I've had a shop. I've done the order form without a physical thing a dozen times, maybe once a year. It just happens. I can't find the thing, or I threw it out. But they never sent us one this month. Now there was one. I saw it. I looked it up when I realized that they never sent us one. I don't know why they never sent us one. Maybe it missed in the shipments when they were packing it. But yeah, we don't have February catalog. We have February catalogs from Marvel, DC, and IDW, but I didn't use those. I just used the digital. And going through the digital, it really shows how much stuff I would never see if it wasn't in the Diamond catalog. Um, I had someone come in who subscribes to a Viz book, and we never got it. I realized, I said this a couple days ago, we haven't gotten Viz most of February. I think the first week in February was the last time we got Viz. But I haven't gone through and checked all the Viz titles that are supposed to be out, which ones we ordered, which ones did. I didn't do that. And I haven't been doing that. I have not been really obsessively checking on this stuff because the simple fact is the vast majority of people who come into the store are coming in for whatever I happen to have. They're just looking for whatever I have. If they have a specific thing they're looking for, they ask if I have it. But there's no guarantee in all the ordering that I'm doing that I'll have that right thing for them anyway. I have access to every major publisher's single issues except Image very easily. And I honestly don't know where we're going to be in 2 or 3 months. So I can't decide what I need to do. Speaking to a lot of other retailers, and it seems like they're all assuming going on the assumption that Diamond will just cease to exist. I don't know why they're going on that assumption. I haven't seen anything from Diamond that just says they're just when we stop, we're just going to disappear off the face of the earth. Like, I don't know. I'm definitely not up on things. I didn't go to Comics Pro. I don't know what all the publishers are saying. I'm not obsessively following this stuff, and it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, spring is gonna come. People will be out and about shopping. Hopefully, people will have money to spend. They'll and we'll have whatever we have. Marvel Rivals is having a book in April. Absolute is launching 3 new Absolute titles in April. And yeah, it's going to be plenty of stuff that people want. I just don't know what we'll be doing. I was going to do a topic today, Joe. You should know that I sat and thought about your topics, and there were two that I kind of thought will combine perfectly. And I was going to talk about them, but then I decided that I was having, I want to say, trouble doing the Diamond Order. I had so little interest in doing the Diamond Order. I had so much trouble bringing myself to actually, well, thanks for all the love, whoever's giving it, do the Diamond Order, that I couldn't bring myself to have like a long historical thing. After I finished the Diamond Order, I priced comics. I just took stuff I have aside to price, and I went through about 60 of them. A third went straight into the dollar bin. And then the rest were I found one book in the whole thing that was more than $8. But I had to get done. They're just sitting there. So I put them out. They're the one that's $65 is in the case. The rest are ready to be put away in the more than $1 books. But so much other stuff I'm just waiting on. It's all just waiting and seeing. I sent a email today with the final little thing about the signs. Hopefully by next week, maybe even tomorrow, I'll have a bill, exactly what we're ordering, when we're getting them, and we'll place that order. Again, no idea until it's done how long it's going to take for these signs to make it all the way from China. So we'll see about that. I have not done any rearranging in the shop in 2 weeks because everything that's left is a really big task. Everything that's left is something that I have to devote a whole day to, and I just have not had the mind, the energy to do that. So hopefully, once the signs are on their way, I'll feel more energized, more of a rush to do it, and I'll get it done. But I don't know. People are already like, "Whoa, it looks so nice. Oh, the store's so good." And I'm like, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. There's an entire display filled with signs, just random signs all shoved into it because they were put there to get out of the way. It's just a lot of stuff like that where like I know I can't and I don't want to leave it as this is the way the store is. But until I can get the Sitzfleisch, the energy to like really get up and make those changes, it is. But yeah, I can't imagine that by the end of March we will not be. The signs might not be here, but we will be fully ready for them. I think. I think there's about five major things, two or three of which are just moving things out of the shop and arranging them. So there's really just two things left that don't involve taking stuff out of the shop to do, and then yeah, I think we'll really have the rearrange completely done, and then we'll start putting the signs up and putting up all the posters that I want to put up and all those things. Um, so I'm excited for that, but I'm also like at a total loss. At the end of the month, we have paid off previous month bills, but we have the new month's bills that are due tomorrow that are not all getting paid. Things like that that are really keeping me. I had a friend who said that they are absolutely at and they tomorrow. Let's talk about tomorrow quickly. Tomorrow is this economic shutdown, right? You write. I said this, right to your congressman, right to your senator. Say that in protest and whatever you're not buying things, etc. So my friend wrote a post, and they were like, "Look, we support this whole idea, and we're really behind it, but." Friday's a big day for us, Friday, which again, I imagine is for a lot of stores. People, leave work early or pick up their kids after school and pick up books for the week. We're closed, so we don't know what happens late Friday. But I know a lot of people go out to eat in our town Friday evening, Friday afternoon, so it could be very busy. And they were saying it is. It's a big day for them. It's at least $1,000 day almost across the board. And it's going to really hurt them. So they're not closing. They're asking you, like we're asking you, to please come in, shop local, pay with cash. The less we have to do with our bank stuff, the better. Make that point and write to your congressman, especially if you live here locally, and say, I visited town and I went in and spent money and supported the infrastructure of this town, and I'd love to do that more, or something like that. Um, but it's very scary for people. They want, we want to be part of the solidarity of this idea, but we also really need the money, and that's true of so many stores and that's true of so many situations. I had someone say to me, well, can you get more of what people are buying, of what's popular? And I'm like, who's buying? Oh, your Congress people suck, Joe. My Congress people aren't great either, by the way, to be frank. Uh, my 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 Congress people are not fantastic. The Democrat who is actually my local Congress person is not terrible. He's not great, but he's not terrible. My senators, as my father says, would you be happier if they were worse? And I was like, no. Same thing. They're not terrible, but they're not great. Yeah. Things are just kind of in a really crazy place. Things are really messed up. And I don't know what to do about it. I'm really just kind of coasting along as a shop, seeing what's going to happen, seeing how spring goes for us. We've cut our ordering so tight that assuming that we have any kind of months like our previous months, like the way they used to be 2 or 3 years ago, we should have no problem. But the question is, can they be that way with the smaller orders that we're making? I really was worried that we were ordering too little for February, and I'm stuck holding books. Single issues, a few. Single issues, not so terrible, because I've really been tight on those. But, sorry, I just didn't blow my nose. But graphic novels, like there's graphic novels, I was like, this is so good. I have to at least get a couple copies, and I still have those couple copies. So, very much a crapshoot. Very much something I don't know what to do. There's a One Piece one shot coming out with short stories with three main female characters. Their own little short stories, and it comes out in April. Do I order 5? Do I order 8? Do I order 15? The Wanted, the short stories Oda did to flesh out each little character, I've sold about 20 of those, and if I reordered them right now, I'd probably sell one a week. Maybe. I've only sold like 3 One Piece this month, but let's say one a week. But I don't know if that's going to be true of this other one shot that they're making. I don't know if it's going to be as popular. All sorts of questions that used to not bother me so much. Used to be, okay, but it'll work out. Eventually we'll sell through, and we'll sell through on that. Not so true anymore. First off, by the time we sell through on a lot of things, they're impossible to get again. UFO Mushroom Invasion. The publishers just announced that they do not think that they will be able to afford to reprint anything this year. All the prices of things are going up, so they're putting that money into the new books that are coming out. And UFO Mushroom Invasion was just reprinted. It was just reprinted about 2 months ago. Finally is at distribution. It started coming out 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they are almost out of all their copies. They said Diamond might have a few. They have a tiny little amount left in their house, and then they will not have it for at least a year, if maybe ever. It may never be reprinted again. So I have to run and go get a bunch of that? Oh, well, I better get it. It's not going to be... So again, it was in the new catalog. They offered it again, which means you get it at a better discount when it's in the catalog, so I ordered a few. But if they hadn't been in the catalog, if it hadn't been listed there as offered again with that price point, we may have never been able to get it again, even though I know it's popular. Our friend Josh, our customer Josh, had his book with James Tynion, The Deviant, put on the ALA Best Comic Books for Grown-Ups. We don't have a copy in stock. Sold out of it a couple times, and I really wanted to wait until a complete one-volume version of it was out, and we'd stock a lot of that. I really wasn't in a rush to get it. And then someone ordered volume 2. And I went, oh, right, volume 2. That's coming out from Image, which means all my orders for it will not go through Diamond the way I placed them. So, I guess I'll order them through somewhere else, and then I'll get some volume 1s while I'm at it. And that's how we're doing everything. I'm definitely frustrated. But I also think that we're approaching things and we're taking it slow in a good way. I think it's a smart approach for the way things are now. I think everyone basically understands where we're coming from. I apologize, Doc, Joe. I apologize that I didn't make this a single topic, whole long thing, but I thought it was about time for us to do an update on the things that we've been sort of randomly saying, oh yeah, it's rough. So yeah. February was better than last February, but pretty lousy for February's overall. We are still on that place where we're struggling, but we're not in the place where we're drowning, which was where we were October last year. So that's we're still treading water. And yeah, March better be a freaking great March. If March is a slightly better than last March, but still not as good as a normal month, March, then I don't know if I can make plans for the summer. Free Comic Book Day will be our last hurrah, and we'll close in June if we have a terrible March. If Diamond shuts down, I don't know that I'm going to run to make a Lunar order because I know that we need to have Lunar for a bunch of things. I don't know who's going to stock Dynamite. I don't know who's going to stock Oni besides for them. But if come March, Diamond says they're not shipping anything anymore, and I'm having a bad March, I'm going to at least wait till the end of the month to see if I'm going to need to order anything for June. And that's where we're at. It's not even like a save the store. It's like I did that. I did that last year. I did that last year like 4 times. Save the store, please help us. We gotta. And I'm not good enough at it. Like I should be making an Indiegogo with all sorts of rewards and emailing, G. Willow Wilson and everyone who like we know and doing all the stuff I did in our 10th anniversary to keep us above water. And I just don't feel like doing this every 2 years. Every 2 years, desperately begging everyone to keep us in business. It's not a good look. So, what can I say? 1, get gift cards. You want to help, but you don't have anything you want to buy. 2, buy stuff. You don't have to order extra expensive things that may come in 4 months. You can contact me and say, hey, I saw you're having trouble and I need some stuff to read. What do you have for me? Blah, blah, blah that I can add. Joe, this does not apply to you. You are steadily, month after month, one of our biggest customers. So do not worry about getting even more from us. I know you're sitting here thinking, what else can I get? Don't. Stop thinking that. Yeah, that's where we're at. It's not even that I'm worried or sad about it. I'm worried and sad about a lot more stuff going on in this country than my store. It's more like, what'll I do? I don't know. Anyway, I gotta blow my nose some more, so I'm gonna head out. Really, don't be sad. Joe, I'm always in your head. I live rent free there. Don't be sad. And I said this last year in October, November, when I was going through all the stuff about maybe shutting the store. What we did is pretty freaking incredible. Okay, this shop is pretty freaking great. The people I know through comics, the retailers I've talked to, not to sound like a complete jackass, our legacy is gonna live on even if the store closes, because it was that great of a store. It is that great of a store. So, F yeah. All right. Again, running around like crazy tomorrow for the Sabbath. Not sure if I will be into to talk about that. Maybe we're going to get tons of people coming out and spending cash to shop local or something, and I'll have a whole report about that. But I think it's unlikely. So until tomorrow, remember, or Sunday. Until tomorrow or Sunday, remember, damn it, babies, you got to be kind.